Hey guys, this is Lynn with Transplant Diaries. I'm coming at you again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about exercising after transplant. So at this point I'm 1.5 months out of transplant and I began exercising. I've been exercising for probably about 2 to 3 weeks. Basically what I've been doing is just light treadmill. I'm starting to incorporate weights now a little bit because my incision is fully healed and the pain is very minimal. I really don't have too much pain. A little bit if I add too much weight, but I normally try to stay between like 5 and 10 pounds on the weights. I've been doing treadmill for 30 minutes. I've been doing the bike for 30 minutes. And I've been trying to walk my dog for however long. Normally it's about an hour. So I've been trying to do that every day, every other day to get my cardiovascular back up and going. I do recommend exercising as much as possible. So it's very important for the kidney and along with your diet and watching sodium and stuff, but just exercising just, I feel like it keeps your body agile. It keeps it going. It keeps it fighting, active, and I like to keep myself active. On prednisone, so prednisone makes me kind of want to eat more, so I also try to keep my weight down. A lot of people say that they gained weight after transplant, but I actually have lost weight. I think I've lost probably a good 20-25 pounds since transplant. And I basically, I probably had a lot of fluid on me, and I've been peeing a lot. Like my kidney is an A1 kidney, and I've been peeing a whole lot. But also too, I've been watching what I eat. I've been keeping my sodium low. They recommend 2,000. I've been trying to keep it under 1,500. Every once in a while I'll go over or whatnot. I try not to eat out too much. I've been eating out a little bit more lately, but I try to, even when I go to eat out, I try to make sure that I'm keeping track of it to a certain degree. It's hard to keep track of sodium and whatnot when you're out because everything has sodium. So like today, my sample meal will be, so I went to this place called Cracker Barrel and I got something called a Fresh Start Sampler. So it comes with yogurt, granola, 2 eggs, bacon, and a muffin. So I took maybe a little bite of the muffin because that muffin is going to be what majorly has the sodium in it. So I took just a bite of the muffin. So probably, I don't know what exactly that would be, but I really only took a little tiny piece of it. And I ate 1 slice of bacon, ate both my eggs, and I didn't hardly eat any of the yogurt because I didn't care for it. So, I do stuff like that to kind of like balance it out because, my husband and I like to go out and eat and whatnot, but I've been for the most part not even going out to eat at all, just making sure I cook at home. But sometimes it's just nice to be able to go out and eat, but you gotta just make sure you keep a hold of it. But more about the exercising. So I really want to get to the point where I'm doing more weights and whatnot, but I also have a fistula still. When you get your transplant, they don't take the fistula, or as far as I know, they don't take the fistula out unless it's giving you problems, and it hasn't been giving me any problems. Then they haven't taken it out or talked about it or anything. So I basically have to still be careful with how much weight I'm lifting with that fistula arm because I don't want to damage it in any way. You never know when you might need it again. The kidney is not a cure; it is a fix. So it's not a cure, it's a fix, it's a treatment, rather. So, with that being in mind, that at some point you might need another kidney. So, this is actually kidney number 2 for me. And that is kind of crazy because I had another kidney a while back ago. My first kidney lasted around 16 years. And so I'm going on this one a month and a half. And that's a pretty good run. And I really wasn't taking care of myself as much as I am now. I was, kind of limiting myself, but I had a little bit more weight on me than I needed to. And I'm just really trying to be proactive about those things now. and really just keep it all together, So I try not to eat too much salt. I try not to, I try to exercise, like I said. Walking the dog is really good cardiovascular exercise, and I really like to keep that up. It is getting ready to be the spring summer months, so it'll be easier to be getting outside and everything. Because where I live, we get a pretty decent amount of winter, so it gets a bit cold. But now it's been pretty nice every day, and so now we're getting to the point where going outside is going to be fairly tangible. Right now I'm currently not working yet, but I will be going back to work in April, and just trying to get everything back to normal and everything. And when I go back to work, I do plan on still exercising just as I am now. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be structured a little bit differently. I will be exercising at work, and I will be exercising after work. And because I don't have dialysis, yay, I will have a little bit more freedom to do so. But yeah, so I really want to get into doing that again. I thought about taking like a kickboxing class and whatnot, but I really don't want to throw myself into anything too crazy right away. I want to give myself just a chance to just get my cardiovascular up and whatnot. But my doctor okayed it, so absolutely get okayed with your doctor if you start an exercise regimen. But don't. If you're able to, absolutely just, do something to move around and keep your body agile. And, watching your weight and all that stuff is just really important for the kidney to give it life. And, I'm just all about that. I'm all about giving this kidney as much life as I could possibly get, because I don't know that I'll get another one. And if I do, then, awesome. But I really would like to, make this one last just as long as the other one, if not longer, possibly. That'd be great too. So, let's see. So I said I've been doing cardiovascular exercises, bike, treadmill, walking the dog. That's basically all that I've been doing. Excuse me. Watching my diet. And, like that 25 pounds is just basically melted off of me. So, along with that fluid. So we're doing really well. The kidney's doing really great. My creatinine is about 1.1, 1.2. So, it's not perfect, but it's close. It's really close. It's really close to being, normal. So I can't complain about that. I'm blessed. I'm very happy about that, and I like to help anybody any way that I can. So if you have any questions that you like to ask me about, hey, you can ask about dialysis, you can ask about transplant, just whatever. That'll be cool. Oh, also too, I got my stent taken out yesterday. So what happens is when you get a transplant, they put like a tube in you. It's like it's not as big as a straw, but it kind of looks like a straw, like a plastic, rubbery type of straw, and it curls on the ends. And so they stick part of it in your kidney, and they stick part of it in your bladder. And it's to help with the flow of urine, and not put so much pressure on those newly created veins in urethra, rather, that they've created for transplant. So I just recently got mine taken out at the 6-week point. And I had to say it was painful, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I really kind of was scared, so I talked myself up really bad about it, and I was like freaked out about it. So, but it wasn't really all that bad. It hurt, when he had to put a scope in me, and I was able to watch it through a television that was sitting next to me. And I mean, it was uncomfortable. And it definitely, for me, I felt more than pressure. I actually felt pain. It felt painful. But it didn't hurt so bad that I was just going crazy. And I've heard it is different for males. Mine was actually short. It was probably about that long. So mine was really short. And I've heard it hurts worse for males, probably because it's so long. But it wasn't bad. I seen them go inside with the tool, and they clipped it, or actually they gripped it rather, and then they pulled it out. And when they pulled it out, I felt it moving through, and then I felt it come out. I mean, it was very quick. It probably took him maybe 10-15 seconds to pull it out, and it was done. But so it's nothing to be really afraid of. Just kind of know that it'll burn, kind of sting a little bit, but it's nothing that you can't handle. In my case, at least. I think it's more so in your mentally that you get yourself worked up about it, but it's not anything too crazy. So I wouldn't worry about it too much if you're at the point of transplant and you're going to be getting a stent taken out. It's not a huge deal, but just look for it to be a little bit painful. You might, if you have the option of taking some Tylenol or Advil, or well, not Advil, but Tylenol, or if you have some painkillers from when you had your surgery, maybe take a couple of those just to take the edge off or whatever. But it's really not that bad, and I'm glad it's out. Now after I've peed a couple times and it's hurt a little bit. The first time it actually hurt. It burned quite a bit. The second time it didn't hurt at all, and then it burned again. So, but it wasn't nothing too crazy or anything. So. But anyway, yeah. So I had it out yesterday, and I'm glad it's out, and we're done with that part. I don't think there's too much else that I have to have done now. At this point, it's just maintenance. I got to go to the doctor every 3 months. I've got to do labs probably once a week, once every 2 weeks, something like that. So I'm gonna have to do those quite a bit, just because I just want to make sure that everything's going as it should, and it's not. But once everything is just settled and they feel comfortable with it, then it'll go to like every 3 months with the appointment. So I think I'll be going for every 3 months for the foreseeable future. So anyway, so this has been Len with Transplant Diaries. Again, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, then please leave them below. Or you can hit me up on social media. I think I have a Twitter. Well, anyway, just just hit in the comments if you like it. If you like this video, then hit like. If you have a question or you'd like me to address something in a video, then absolutely put it below, and I will address it. This has been Len from Transplant Diaries. I thank you for coming by. Hope this video was of interest to you. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next video. Deuces.